All right, once again, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce everyone watching this video to the latest killer. Every 3 months, there's a PTB where the new killer is tested before they come out officially. I know some of you cannot get to test it yourselves, maybe because you don't own this game on PC, so we're gonna do it for you. And this killer is quite special. His name is Kaneki, he's from Tokyo Ghoul, and he is our first official anime killer. Super long story short, Tokyo Ghoul is a show about ghouls, which are like vampires, and the main character gets infected at one point and becomes a vampire, and each vampire has these cool tentacles, each of which are different. I haven't watched too much of it. It is kind of cool. This killer has some cool voice lines in Japanese. We're gonna go here so we can turn it around. We're also gonna check the Mori in a second, and we have a lobby with some friends that are gonna help us showcase him. We spent just a few minutes making sure we understand 100% how he works. So we're gonna showcase him in the new map. There's a new variant of Eri, which has no main building and some new tiles. There's no new survivor and no new Tokyo Ghoul theme map, but we're gonna go to the new map since we're there anyway. And in the meantime, while we're ready up, let me show you super quickly his new perks, and then we'll talk about his power. Forever Entwine, a perk that grows stronger the more you injure people. Should be easy to use on killers like this one or Legion that injure a lot. And then you pick up, drop, and hook faster. Garbage effect. None are free. An endgame perk, the more people you hook, the longer it lasts, and it blocks pallets and windows in the endgame for up to like a minute and something. Not the most exciting thing, but it's my personal favorite. Nothing But Misery, a very complex perk that activates in the middle of the match, and it slows down survivors when you hit them with a basic attack. I can see this being quite annoying on some killers, on some builds. We'll see how it is, but you know, probably not a perk you're gonna see on this killer. I don't expect it to be very popular. Now, let's ready up and talk about the most important thing, the power of the ghoul. This killer is super cool, I think, at least in concept. The gameplay right now is a little bit clunky, as you'll see. And he combines a lot of different things from other killers. Mechanically, he feels very much like Wesker. He has dashes, except you don't really dash. You use your tentacle to attach yourself to obstacles or even survivors and pull yourself towards them. So it's a bit like reverse Deathslinger. You don't pull them towards you, you pull yourself towards them, which is quite cool. So mechanically, he feels very much like Wesker. He has 2 quote-unquote dashes, and when he gets enraged, he gets a 3rd one. And this gives him amazing mobility. And because he has such an easy time injuring survivors, when it comes to gameplay, he does feel a little bit like Legion. He goes around the map, injures people a bunch, but once they are injured, he doesn't really have a super strong chase power anymore. So let's first use our power from ability. You see that we get a little cursor in the middle of the screen. This tells me that it's too far. This tells me that it's too far. We need to play this a bit like Spider-Man, right? And find vertical obstacles to latch onto. The ground will not do, the sky will not do. So let's do this right now. Whoop. And let's do it again one more time. Whoa. And much like Wesker, he has the ability to bounce off surfaces slightly. So say, for example, that there's a survivor, I don't know, on the location of this locker. I could try to latch onto the, watch out right there, latch onto the thing, and then bam, go for it. See, you bounce off things nicely. Now what happens if you try to latch onto a survivor right away? Not good. You don't want to do that. This killer, oh, I think you guys wanted to let me know that we have the power in skin. Thank you. This killer is a little bit like Blight. If you try to latch yourself onto a survivor right away, you'll notice that there's a closed mouth, and it doesn't do anything. It gets you close to them, and after a little while you can do a basic attack, but this is not the way you play him, right? Much like Blight, you want to start attacking them after your 2nd dash. So let's do 1, and now you see that it's an open mouth, and this actually damages them. Much like Legion, it puts them in deep wound. And now I'm in rage, right? So when I'm in rage, you'll see that suddenly when my cooldown is up, we have 3 tokens. 1. Let's do another. 2. And let's do another. 3. That wasn't the furthest we could have gone. But this is pretty remarkable mobility. Like, I think the most important thing for this killer that will make the difference from him being very good or very average or even very bad will be how often you use this mobility to really get around the map and switch from one survivor to another. Keep in mind, once you've injured a survivor, your power doesn't really work on them anymore. Let me show you what will happen if I hit Cosmo. You see how he's still Mark? He has like a little thing on the HUD. Let's try it. Okay, it reapplies the deep wound, but it doesn't down him. Right? So the best thing I could do if I am chasing him is either just hit him normally, or maybe use my power a little bit to catch up. So let's imagine, I don't know, I use my power to catch up, and then I wait, and I just do a normal attack. You know, that's basically how you're gonna play this killer. Now, some things that are fairly remarkable. He can go over drop pallets and windows very, very similar to Wesker. So, yeah. Let's say, for example, that I have a survivor on that side. I can actually attach myself to the survivor or anything else. Let's try the survivor. And then if my power takes me... Ooh, do you see what happened there? If my power takes me over a pallet or a window, I will vault it automatically, just like as if Wesker had done a dash. Now, much like Wesker, it's coded in the exact same way. If there's a cheeky survivor trying to vault the window as I do this, they will take damage. So, you want to show that to us, Cosmo? I'm not pressing anything. They just automatically take damage. Right? So this isn't a very, very strong ability because obviously you don't go over the pallet very quickly. So if I do this, my friend Jaskul here is just gonna go around the pallet, right? Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'm pretty slow. It's really not a looping ability. It's more of a situational help. Let's say that there's a survivor behind that window and I'm coming out of basement or something. Well, I can just do this a little bit faster, you know? Deny the window and maybe then catch them before they make it to safety. One thing that we've noticed is that elevation on this killer is a bit weird. You can aim higher or lower when your power is up, but it doesn't really make a difference. Like, if you aim higher, you don't actually go Spider-Man. You don't go any higher. You cannot use it to get on top of hills. Let me prove that to you. So I unfortunately cannot drag myself like to a different level. It will just get me on the closest possible spot. And it also doesn't work very well when coming out of elevation. So let me demonstrate. I don't know. I'll try to push myself like this. And you notice that my power is immediately on cooldown? Yeah, I cannot really use it. So in this situation, if I want to go to the Sable, instead of dropping, just stay mobile, stay down there. And that would be much better. Right. Now I'm enraged, so remember I have 3 of them. Now something really interesting, okay? Unlike Wesker, who has, or Nurse, or any other killer that has like multiple dashes and they have to wait, you can actually start the cooldown sooner. So I'm gonna use my power, right? 1, 2, and look, I'm waiting, and now I start to get my cooldown back. What if I don't want to wait all that time? I can actually force the game to immediately go on cooldown. Let me show you how. So I'm gonna use 1. Let's see. I'm gonna use 2. And now if I press the cancel leap, look. If I press it as soon as I want to, I can start getting the cooldown back. So this is useful if you find yourself in a place where you're like, actually, I'm good. I don't need it anymore. Like, I'm good like this. Oh. Yeah, you see, you can damage people from quite afar. It's also possible to damage them over obstacles. You want to drop a pallet, maybe? One of you? So if they're a bit careless, like, I might do something like this. Okay, that wasn't good, remember? We don't want to attach ourselves to survivors on the first Kagune leap. So let's try something like this. Yeah. Like, as long as you see the open mouth, that means you're good to go. Oh, what's that? Let's go for Cosmo. Cosmo, you want to run a little bit? Show us a little bit what this killer can do. Oh, he couldn't vault it because his friend was picking it up. Get sandbagged, idiot. All right, let's show what people what it looks like when you down a survivor with a basic attack. He cracks his knuckles. Oh, thank you guys for supporting us with our gamer subs codes. That's real special. Shall we see some of the animations? And we'll check the Mori. That's kind of cool. Oh dear. That's sweet. I want to see someone getting into a locker. Hello. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's cool as hell. Alright. We can't Mori him yet. Okay. So one thing you can do... Oh! Let's hook him again. One thing you can do, even though you cannot damage people with your power once they're already marked, you can reapply the deep wound, and you can also just, like, use your power from ability and M1. So I guess the idea would be... Hold up, let me see if I can pull it off. Yeah, Cosmo, you want to stay over there? Like, say for example, I need to down him, right? He's in the open. I could do this. And then either... That's winning... There's a way to do it without winning the whole cooldown. Let me see if I can pull it off. I'm not sure I understand this all. No, that doesn't count. We pulled it off earlier. We pulled it off. I'm not sure. It might have been a bug. That's the crazy part. Yeah, no, that just does his power. It's a little weird. Well, maybe you'll have to take my word for it. Maybe it was a one-time bug. But there was a moment where we managed to, like, use our power. And then shortly after, be able to, like... Shortly after, be able to M1. Maybe we need to cancel? Hold up, just a second. Like that. Like that. I just spammed the M1 there. But yeah, basically your best bet against this killer is to kind of the way you would play against a Wesker or against a Blight. Do not try to run in the open. He will catch you. Instead, you go around round short loops like this one, where, let's be honest, if I'm being looped here, it's gonna be... I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy to take the damage initially. But now, okay, now that she's damaged, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't really use my power to catch Hap here in any significant way. I can try. Let's say she drops the pallet, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna vault it. By grabbing. Like, that does not do anything for me. If the pallet's good enough, it really doesn't help too much. So you want to start, right now, you start being an M1 killer a little bit. And you play normally, and you understand that this killer doesn't have an insane chase power once you are injured. Shall we have a look at what the Mori looks like? He's a 4.6. Yeah, he's like Legion. He has a 4.6, so you don't need to worry too much about like being slower than the survivors or slower than normal. He does have a 40-meter turret radius though, much like Wesker and Billy and Blight now. All right, we got the Mori. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Oh Jesus! Okay, dudes. That was kind of good actually. Wow. Okay, I kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, we are seeing some clunkiness and some like, and we're not really considering add-ons. There could be add-ons that reduce cooldown and stuff. We're gonna get to that in just a minute, but like this is a fun killer. Thank you again, guys. This is really fun. The only problem is I think people, you know, will be like, oh, now that I don't have a what does this killer do, you know? Like, some people want a killer that's strong throughout the entire match and not just at the start or, you know. So, we'll see how people react to that. Let's have a look. It's time to take a look at the add-ons, I guess. Now that we know more or less how it works. Let's start from the weakest ones, shall we? This is typically how we do it. Okay. So, we have the Black Goat's Egg. Perfectly timed grab attacks grant 100% blood points. What is a perfectly timed grab attack? Interesting. So this is just a blood point add-on. That's a bit disappointing. Increases the window to perform consecutive calculated leaps by 1 second. The window is already very generous. It lasts like 6 seconds or something, so I don't know if this will be useful. Maybe. Every ghoul's favorite drink, 1 human delicacy, fresh coffee. Increase calculated leap speed by 14%. That has to be good. Because it's already very fast, right? So this is just more mobility. Increases the slide after calculated leap by 100%. Oh, wait, this makes you vault pallets faster by double the speed? Hello? That's a lot, right? For a brown add-on? Okay. Interesting. We definitely equip that one. I want to check that out. Increases the enrage mode countdown by 10 seconds. I think it lasts quite a long time, but I mean, having 3 rounds is never bad. So I imagine that's good. Increase the speed of the third consecutive Kagune leap by 20%. Remember, the third is only when you're in enrage mode. So honestly, I don't know how useful that is, but survivors affected by Kagune mark are afflicted with Oblivious. The Kagune mark lasts a decent amount. I don't remember how much it says. Was it? It seems like about a minute, right? A bit like Ghostface mark. Remember, the Kagune mark is what happens when you've injured them. It's kind of the same thing as being in deep wound against Legion. It goes away when you go down or when you remove your deep wound, though. Decrease Kagune leap cooldown by 20% when not enraged. That seems okay. That seems really good, actually. That seems really good. Oh, well, maybe too good. Sorry, PTB. Oh, thank you guys for getting some free samples. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're having some issues. Looks like we're gonna have to restart. Oh, thank you. Does that work? Okay, that might work. We might have been saved. Yeah. Survivors can basically cheat it a little bit by removing the deep wound. Obviously, they can't do that if you're in chase, though. And they can't do that without incurring some risk. So this is basically very similar to the ruler on Legion. Basically a bit of stealth, right? It makes them oblivious. So your big 40-meter terror radius, they might not realize you're coming or you're getting back to them. Increases Kagune reach by 2 meters. That's insane. I thought this thing had the biggest reach already. I want to see that. Rises glasses. Upon entering enrage mode, reveals the auto of any healthy survivors repairing generators for 8 seconds. That is amazing. What? That is so good. Oh my god. I can't believe, like, I would have thought that this would be kind of base good. This is really, really, really good. We have something here that can basically mean that if you find one survivor, you probably found the other survivors that are actually doing progress. Right? And that means that you can use your mobility to go to them and get them injured. And then eventually you're going to find one person that's not in such a great spot. And then they're going to go down. And then all the perks begin to do. That seems an incredible add-on for a green. Holy, that's good. Maybe if it was like one survivor, the closest survivor. I don't know. Upon removing, and this is really, really good, man. If it worked on injured people, it would be really good for endgame too. Upon removing Kagune mark, survivors suffer from exhausted for 15 seconds. That is actually really good as well. One of the better exhausted add-ons we've seen. Think about it, Chad. I don't know, when it says removing Kagune mark, does that mean that when you down them too? So if they get pallet safe, do they lose it too? Is it just when they remove it by themselves? We don't know. But this is good, because what you want to do with this killer is go A, go B, go C, go D, get them all injured, and then maybe go while player D is being mending, then you go back to player A, right? So this isn't bad. 15 seconds is a nice duration. Hinami's umbrella decreases recovery after completing a Kagune leap by 10%. Oh, hold up. Oh, I see. So this isn't the cooldown. This is where you end up. So this add-on might actually be bad, because if you vault a pallet and you're so much further, twice as far, I'm guessing that then the survivor can just go behind you? So this is the actual cooldown. Yeah, I think the cooldown is so big that it's not gonna help in chase. But hey, that's nice. That seems like an actual decent green add-on, you know? Like a normal green add-on. If a generator is completed while the ghoul is in enrage mode, gain the undetectable status effect for 20 seconds. That is not so super hot, I'll be honest. I do think that as a ghoul, you should be in enrage mode quite often. But I guess for a green, it's an okay standard add-on. All right, Amon's necktie. While aiming mid-leap, reveals the aura of pallets and windows within 32 meters. Yeah, this doesn't seem so insane, but it is nice, I guess, to be reminded that there's something around the map. I guess it isn't bad. Yeah, it seems more like a brown or yellow add-on to me, but fine. Torture apparatus. When enrage mode ends, the ghoul gains 5% haste for 6 seconds. That's quite nice. You don't control very much when it ends, though, do you? Yeah. Vaulting while in enrage mode blocks that vault location for 10 seconds. Now, that is pretty good. Ooh. Now, this is important because this killer, right, has a lot of map control, a lot of, like, early injure pressure, but he doesn't have down potential, right? He's missing, it's kind of like Legion. He doesn't have a power that helps him down survivors very much. Unless they give you the 5-hit thing. So this actually could be pretty good. Red Spider Lily. While in enraged mode, base attacks afflict survivors with hemorrhage. Ooh, only hemorrhage. Is the next one mangled? No, just... Okay, this is the one add-on that really just seems terrible. I'm sorry. Hemorrhage is not bad on a killer that can have a lot of mobility. But keep in mind, this killer is incredibly decent at injuring survivors, similar to Legion. So, oh no, you interrupted the healing. Oh no, now they can't finish the healing. Who cares? If they finish the healing, you just injure them again. Like, yeah, honestly, a bit of a wasted add-on. I can't see anyone running this. CCG ID card. Performing a Kagunin Leap Vault reveals the out-of-vault Kagunin mark survives within 24 meters for 3 seconds. That's nice, and the 24 meter could be useful to find people that are hiding, but... Yeah, I don't see this being amazing. 3 seconds, even with Lethal Pursuer, would only last 5 seconds. Not too great. Let's have a look at the Eerie add-ons. Upon hooking a survivor while in enraged mode, all healthy survivors scream and reveal their location for 3 seconds. That is... Wait, reveal their location is not reveal their aura. Yeah, that's not... It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Again, it kind of helps a little bit like the glasses, right? You get a down or you get a hit and you find other people. That's good. It's great, right? But like, is it me or are the glasses actually better than this? Because like this is assuming that you're getting a down, in which, you know, pain res, DMS, barbecue, all of these amazing perks that how the people run are out of the triggering. This helps you when you need it the most, which is at the start when you hit one survivor, right? So this seems like a downgrade, okay? Not a bad add-on, but it seems like a downgrade. Iridescent Eye Patch. After performing a pallet vault on your 3rd consecutive Kagunin Leap while in rage mode, destroys the pallet. Ooh, okay, so very much in the similar vein as Legion's Eerie add-on. Okay, so best add-on seems to me, this is good. This might be good, but it's very map dependent. Some maps are more palette oriented, like Gideon. This seems like the best add-on to me. This seems incredible. This seems very, very, very decent. So you could put this on and never take it off. Yeah. After that, I really don't know. I am a little bit curious. A little bit curious. I want to see what this add-on is like when you vault something. Shall we check it out? Yeah. You guys want to do a super quick test? Yeah. I also would like to see what the animation of Forever Entwined is like. Oh, you guys are getting free samples from GamerSubs? Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Oh, they have some really nice deals right now. I think that if you get one of the cups, they give you a top for free or the other way around. Menu music? Oh yeah, we should listen to some of it. You're right. Mark did not go away once they mended? Really? Because the power says so. Mark survivors will lose their mark if they are fully mended or if they are downed. Yeah. I guess maybe it's not properly explained. Nightshade, thank you for the 43, and everybody, thank you for the support, guys. Thank you. So apparently you might be able to trick the game into... using heals, we'll see. Can you down with the M2? I don't think so, chat. I don't think so. Not directly, anyway. Oh my god, we're on a bad server. Okay, don't worry too much about it. So I want to see what happens when I vault a pallet or a window. Because we have an add-on to make the vault, like, bigger? I'm very curious. Alright, so say I want to go there. Am I the dumbest person ever, or do I just not understand what happened? Huh? Alright. So... let's follow this window. Okay. The servers are messed up. Did I pick the wrong add-on? Oh, I picked the wrong add-on. That's my bad, guys. I picked the wrong one. They just look similar. That's my bad. It's how far you sling yourself, not how far you vault. No. I meant, yeah, I got the wrong one, for sure. Yeah, this cooldown add-on should not be very good. I would love to see what the cooldown add-on is. Like, the reach by 2 meters is gonna be very good. The speed one is gonna be pretty good. 14% is not a lot, it seems, but 14% of like something that's already fast in DPD numbers, it is pretty strong. Let's find out. It improves the slide off, not the vault speed, right? Oh. It doesn't say vault? I see. The chase music's kind of annoying. I like it. I like it. Try downing with M2 after injuring with an M1. It will not work, guys. It will not work. It's the same as if you injure a survivor with a basic attack on Legion and then you use your power on them. They go on deep wound and you get the heartbeat, but it doesn't actually do anything. Let me see. Right, so basically what this add-on does, it doesn't make you vault faster, you just slide better? Is that what it is? Yeah, so it seems at least, unless you do some kind of trick, you cannot use it from... Oh! Yo, that's actually really nice! Oh my god! So it basically gives you roller skates. Oh, I can see this being really bad or really good, and I can't tell which one it is. Look at that. Like, it's good because it gets you further, right? But it's also bad because maybe you slide past the point you want to be. Alright, why don't we go into enraged form? By injury. And now that I'm in enraged form, I can just kind of go crazy a little bit. Alright. Okay, so enraged form lasts as long as someone is marked. And when they're not marked anymore, it has like a timer. Right, so... Okay. Oh, look at... Wow. The sliding is... Does it only work outside of enrage mode? Interesting. Alright, so say I want to M1. Okay. That's power. Sorry, I thought it would be funny. I use him to vault over. He would drop it here, obviously. Okay. It's a very skill base. I think so. I think this killer will have some crazy tricks up his sleeve for sure. I just couldn't M1 him there. Yeah, we figured out some way to M1 immediately out of cooldown, but it does seem a little bit complex. We probably will spend the rest of the day figuring this out. We'll be streaming on my Otzdarva streams channel, so... Please stop by if you want to see a little bit more. Maybe we'll have figured out something new by then. But yeah, pretty fun killer, pretty fun killer. I do think it has quite a bit of potential. Some people are already mentioning this is like a worse Blight, this is like a worse Wesker, and I wanna be a bit positive. It does have some things that are fairly unique, and not every killer is gonna be as strong as Blight, I hope. Here's hoping that it's not clunky at all and the killer is super good and polished by the time it comes out. I'm really looking forward to it.